Here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Excuse me. Oh my god, that caught me off guard. What the heck was that? I am sorry. But we're here on 2000 Atmospheres. Ellie! We have a red Terran player playing for themselves. It is PureLegacy.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the NA Protoss. She is blue. She is no longer representing Team Exxon, now representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Nina.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm always excited for Nina games because they're just so dumb.
That's one way of putting it. Nina, she loves to have a lot of fun whenever she can. I guess kind of 4GG-esque in a way where she just does whatever she wants, right? Doesn't matter. Screw your meta, screw whatever the hell is standard. I'm just gonna, do my thing.
She just vibes, I'm not like bobbing my head back and forth. No one can see this, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh god, exactly. And we'll see how this goes. I did want to quickly touch on something that we just said, and that is that even though Nina has the clan and the logo for Exxon, less than 24 hours ago, Exxon was acquired by Psystorm Gaming, so now they are one and the same. They're all Psystorm.
We're all Psystorm now.
Exactly. Okay, we're good.
You think Nina's gonna get her probe killed? Come on. What do you think she is? And then the Reaper comes out.
I was about to say, yo, the Reaper is already hunting across the map, mate. We gotta be careful. That probe has to be so careful to get back home alive. But talking about some of the players here, like PureLegacy, like he's also a very solid Terran player in North America. He hasn't had much tournament success. He is more of a ladder hero. There's also some controversy surrounding him, especially in the earlier years. Oh my god, probe goes down. It's picked off.
Listen, at least it went down on Nina's side of the map, all right?
It's true, it's true.
She tried to, send it back home, all right? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't count.
Doesn't count. Meanwhile, chat is catching up with you with your intro where you just...
Dude, that never happened, okay? Don't worry about it.
God.
I get a tweet from DreamHack clips of me choking on my own, like... I don't even know what I choked on. My uvula just went down my throat or something out of nowhere. I was like, dude, I didn't know that thing could grow. What the heck?
I'm tired. You're dying. This is gonna be a great cast. This is gonna be beautiful. Something
this is why
special.
We're the stream.
It's true. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oh god.
Imagine being professionals.
Look, we're already off to a good start. Okay, our audio, we don't have any audio issues here. It's fine.
Oh shit!
Feels bad, man. After our broadcast, I went on over to the mainstream, and god, I really
it scared me. I thought they were behind me.
Yeah. I hope they're able to solve their issues. I hope so. Oh! He gets in.
Ooh. Bit of a run by from PureLegacy. About 2 probes, I would say. Yeah, 2 probes looked about right. Oh, 3 probes, not bad. Honestly, not too much information. Just knows that there's the robo and the facility went down, which honestly, is pretty standard for a Protoss, right? There's not much more information. PureLegacy just saying that, all right, Nina's got their buildings.
Yeah.
What do I do now?
Kind of. I don't want to let you get away with saying, mate, it's pretty standard. Yo, Nina is going for a very fast robotic space. She skipped the Twilight Council and the Stargate. Robot Bay opener, this is pure Nina, right? This is what we expect of her. I imagine we're going to see some Colossus
I just realized
drops.
what it is.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what are you on about? Standard? What?
I was like, I totally forgot because it's Nina,
Exactly. Meanwhile, we do have this Hellion drop into the main base. Yo, damage is being done, but PureLegacy needs to respect and react to what he scouted.
8 probes going down is gonna put a bit of a damper on Nina's economy, but not Colossus, actually disruptors. That's gonna be fun. I wonder if she's gonna get 2 or just stick with 1 and just, you know, boost it over.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I mean, I imagine she's going to wait for 2 just because of how War Prism speed is lined up, I imagine. But yeah, as you said, we've seen Nina go Colossus drop opening in this matchup plenty of times, so I was also thinking the same thing, but it's cool to see her mix things up even a little bit here.
Probably went disruptors because of the economy change. No, that would make sense, honestly. Disruptors cost less, right? Pretty sure.
Sure, why not?
My math is correct. I'm thinking.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's still going for the Colossus, by the way.
You know, that'll come later.
Yeah, sure. Okay, interesting. So here we go. The Disruptor drop does come into the natural base. How much damage is going to be done? The splits, puppy! Oh! Yo, the Matrix!
That was... Oof.
Man,
That was some good reaction from PureLegacy.
That was tight. Oh my god, but you know what? Now Nina's going back in. Oh boy, and there's not a lot of energy left on that Raven. Yo, PureLegacy, he's trying to hunt down that War Prism, by the way. He is in the wrong place. Or is he?
I think he was trying to read her movement, trying to like see which way she's gonna come by, right? The Widowmine placements at the north side of his base was like really good preparation, and even throwing down a missile turret right there, and then just having the bio just like sitting, you know, at the triangle third. Oh, can it?
Oh, no, it went off. Oh my god. Mate.
He let that happen. He let that happen.
We didn't want it to happen.
Yeah, he let that happen, mate.
Yo, he was trying to focus it down like Stim hadn't even finished it. He was trying to focus down, and I guess he miscalculated. He thought that he could get it in time. Clearly he didn't. Yo, Nina already with a massive lead. She's not done. Oh my god.
Even if it wasn't worker kills, right? That's a huge win for Nina. That's like a good chunk of army, right? That PureLegacy was banking on to be able to push out. Like, he has a siege tank ready. He's got medevacs ready to like actually go for like some kind of stim timing push. And now PureLegacy can't do that. Just gotta sit back and wait. And that buys Nina so much more time. She's getting Colossus range. Zealot charge is about to be done. +1 attack is already halfway there. She's probably chrono boosting it out as well. And it's gonna be probably done by the time PureLegacy even tries to push out.
Exactly. Like this is in
so much time.
Yeah, and the War Prism is still alive, and the Disruptor is still there. Like the amount of value that she's gotten so far is absolutely insane. And now she's moving out across the map. Ooh, nice anti-armor missile before the Raven gets picked off. But I mean, also what I just said, the Raven got picked off. Aye.
Had to do something and can't follow up on it. That's the worst part, honestly. Nice Viking harass, kind of just picking off a few probes here and there, you know. Vikings are the best units you can get, you know, against Protoss.
Oh god, the tank!
Oh, no.
Everything!
Good split. That tank is one shot. Nina can just sneeze on that tank and it'll probably die, but... Oh, Zealot!
Wow.
Hero Zealot. That Zealot paid for itself.
The Zealot does get the tank as PureLegacy tries to escape. Like, again, there are some nice moves here and there, like the Hellion harass earlier, and even the Viking harass. Like, he's been dealing some damage, but it just pales in comparison to what Nina's been able to achieve so far. On top of that, the fact that, as you were pointing out before, like, that Colossus count is getting higher and higher, and PureLegacy just hasn't been able to do anything to stop it.
PureLegacy trying... You know, he's trying to counter the Colossus, getting a lot of Vikings. Double starport looks of it, and oof, that is not the move out you want to do. But the drop in the main of Nina's base might do a lot of damage. Recall is being used. Shield Battery gets nuked instantaneously, but yo, that's a big army. That's a
massive army. I mean, I guess it's a bit of a win, right? That PureLegacy forced the recall. I guess it bought him some time. If that didn't happen, his third would probably be dead by now. But I still worry for his life, man. At least, you know what? Ghosts are on the way.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to find something positive to say about him, all right?
I understand, and I wanna back you up, but like honestly, there are Colossus, right?
Oh god,
those are okay.
Your legacy, please. I believe. All right, here we go. We got a massive Doom Drop head towards the main base. Bear in mind that recall is on cooldown. It was already used, and yo, this army, it's not in position. This army kind of is.
But I think it got spotted. There was
Yeah.
an observer that. The Stalkers, they're out of position now, but the drop does happen. Photon Cannon trying to buy some time, does not do anything. The Nexus, that Nexus is gonna get sniped. It's instantaneous. Okay,
Yeah, it does get sniped.
Snipe.
Yeah, and honestly, yo, this army, I guess it can kind of go toe-to-toe with these Stalkers. You know, it can take them out, but at the same time, Nina is headed towards that third base.
Ooh, that third base got a lot of Vikings, though. It's gonna cut down the Colossus count fairly easily. The Zealots, they're trying to push forward, and they're reaching the bio. There's literally no bio army. Maybe like a ghost.
Yeah, but you know what?
Okay, Vikings don't count as bio, so my statement still stands.
What's important though, yo, those Vikings paid for themselves, mate. They cleaned up every single one of those Colossus. Finally, this drop will get cleaned up, but you know, damage was done, and PureLegacy held on to his third base.
Oh god, that would have mind just kill those Stalkers.
It's got one kill.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was on those. I think the Stalkers blinked. But yeah, and there was a good amount of wins right there for PureLegacy. Got both forges, so
Yeah.
upgrades for Nina are still at 1-1. I don't see any forges being built quite yet. Yeah, no forges are being built currently. One is being built now, finally. Nexus is being remade at the main as well, and 2-2 finishing up for PureLegacy. So PureLegacy has this upgrade advantage that he can use to, you know, at least do something for now.
Definitely.
We'll see how much damage he can do.
Yeah, I mean, what I will say is that, again, earlier, like, his third base was definitely under threat, but because he was able to hold on to it and also expand and take his fourth at the same time, like, his economy is looking pretty good right now. He has all his upgrades, even working on lib range. There we go, another drop into the main base, and Nina has just been either missing them or just hasn't been responding in time.
Yeah, I feel like a big chunk of her Stalker army has died off, right? So she doesn't really have that much anti-air to stop these Menifacts from coming in. She's got Archons now, but the range isn't that great, and with that, PureLegacy can just drop in and out whenever he feels like, and there's a bit of bio pushing in into Nina's fourth. It's going to be a bit of trouble.
Yeah, definitely. Thankfully, there are a couple of disruptors. No, the disruptors are going to the death. No, 2 get focused down. 3. Ah.
Drops back into the main as well, trying to get rid of some pylons to depower some gateways, so reinforcements are going to be very less reinforcements coming in. The recall was used, so the bio's going to get cleaned up, but the medevacs, they get out and they live to fight another day.
That they do. Unfortunately, none of the bio units were able to get out, but at least the medevacs did. Meanwhile, here comes the main army. Oh my god, there's only one ghost, which is a little bit exposed. Decent EMP takes out another disruptor.
Show me the money. Disruptor shot. The disruptor just gets sniped right away, and it's just Stalkers versus bio, which is never a good thing. Archons and Colossus coming in, but there's just so much bio now. I think they're just going to overpower Nina's forces.
They definitely can. Thankfully, Nina has one disruptor left. She has to make this count. No, it gets focused down again.
Oh, man. Look, orange health, man with gun is no problem. They just go in, pew everything down. The shield battery overcharged. Can't even keep up. The disruptor gets shot down again. Nina's trying to warp in reinforcements as much as possible, but they get instantly picked off right away. And PureLegacy's reinforcements coming in, and GG is called.
GG. PureLegacy is able to bring it back and take game number 1. And honestly, I'm kind of impressed that, you know, he was able to just maintain himself, you know, keep going for those drops. What I feel like a pretty decisive moment was when he was able to defend his third and kill 3 Colossus basically for free. After that happened, like, Nina never really had that big mass of robo units again. She wasn't able to remake that. Yeah,
I think the momentum shifted right there, and PureLegacy rode it out.
Yeah.
It was a great ride. Hang 10, brother.
It was great. It was beautiful. GG. I mean, yo, for a while there, things looking really shaky. It looked like Nina was having a lot of fun, but she has to take this seriously. You know, PureLegacy is still a very formidable opponent, as we saw. Like, he was able to, in the end, just pull her apart.
Yeah, we'll see how she changes it up this time. The disruptor drop was cute.
Uh-huh.
You know, it wasn't bad, but didn't really get the damage I guess you would want. Getting those chunk of bio army was pretty nice of, you know, to like kind of delay the push a bit that PureLegacy wanted to you know, push out with, but at the end it's really tough for her to just keep up with army.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, especially in the first half, she was trading relatively well with the army, but she never really did anything to PureLegacy's economy, right? Like, the SCV count was left alone, the bases were left alone. So yeah, and at the end of the day, that's kind of what matters more. You know, there's a lot more impact there, a lot more value there. And Nina wasn't able to get any of that. So yeah, very well done by PureLegacy. We'll see if he can keep it up, especially because, as I quickly recheck the group, PureLegacy at the moment is at the bottom of Group A. He hasn't been able to win a single series.
Listen, maybe his luck will change today. Now, you never know.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. Like, he's been struggling a little bit more against some of these other players. He struggled against M. Canning, he struggled against Disc. Now he is up against Nina in another PvT, and you know, it's been a couple of days since DreamHack started, so he's probably been able to reflect on his matchup specifically. And we've seen, like, at least when it comes to his macro, when it's unhindered, like, it can really get pretty scary.
Do we have the remake now?
We'll see. We may have to remake. It's the admin's call here. What's goddamn? We'll find out.
I'm just waiting.
Okay,
oh,
there
okay,
we go. For those wondering, go on.
I didn't want to waste the intro. You know?
Yeah, I get you. There are rules and guidelines that have to be followed when it comes to even the color of players in these matches. So unfortunately, PureLegacy accidentally picked teal. It was meant to be red, so we will have to remake.
I think it was because he kept getting like swapped in for like the observer or something. I think player 3 is teal by default. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see.
It's okay. Just a small mistake. We'll remake. We'll be fine.
Not light. That they had the perfect spawns. Nina had the best splits right there. All right, like she ain't gonna get that back. You know. Like,
It's over, man.
Gotta play from replay. The first 10 seconds. She had the best economical start. You know what I'm saying?
Really, she deserves that win, and we should just go to the ace match at this point.
Yeah. Didn't PureLegacy leave first, right? Is that what I saw?
Oh god. So just waiting for the lobby to be made. Again, of course, if you're curious about some of the other matches going on right now, as I quickly open up the schedule even. On the main stream, they started off with Future versus PureLegacy. I believe they are still in that series. If they are not, they are most likely moving on to a PvP with M. Canning versus Disc.
I think Future PureLegacy was insane. I was like watching part of it.
Yeah.
Apparently, PureLegacy's not playing from home. He's like in some room. It's got an Irish flag on it. I don't know.
Why isn't that his home?
It's not the same room he was in yesterday.
Okay.
That's what Roddy said. I don't know.
Fair enough. Interesting. Well, I hope PureLegacy's like setup is good enough, right? I know it can be awkward playing on a different setup that you're not used to at home or in a different place.
Where's this room?
I
I'm
know,
so
I
confused.
I don't know, mate. I thought we were just gonna remake the lobby, but it seems there may be some complications. We're just kind of chilling.
I'm telling you, one of them had the perfect start and they're complaining about it. That's what it is, right?
Oh god. Yeah, I hope they're able to clear everything up and then make the lobby.
There we go. Asgar's in the game.
Nice, beautiful.
It's about time.
Link. We had a delayed start. Okay, we got to get through these games. We got to catch up. We got to catch up to the mainstream.
Let's go.
Oh.
All
right. Get in here.
Nice. To be fair, it's not as bad as when Nina stayed Terran, right?
True. Just let them know. All right, we're good. All the players are in. Casters are in. Admins are in. Let's dive straight into this, man. Now, do you think that Nina, you know, after game one, she's like, you know what? I probably should have gone for a Colossus drop.
I think she'd probably have a better chance of Colossus drop. It's like less delay, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for the disruptor shot to like go and detonate. The Colossus just drops and it just beams away. Right? To be fair, like that interference matrix that PureLegacy shot out was like so fast. Like
True.
that reaction time was insane, right? And that was great. But yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see if she even does a Colossus drop. I have a sense she's gonna go Stargate. I don't know. I just smell it.
What does that smell like?
A Stargate.
All right, fair enough. We'll see. I mean, personally, I would also like for her to go for something else. I always kind of try and steer away from going for the same strategy like multiple times, like in a row. You do get like diminishing returns when that happens. But at the same time, maybe it's possible that Nina thinks that, you know, hey, the early game of game one was good enough. You know, I just need to tighten up in the mid game. She may go for something similar. We will see. Regardless, Oxide is a bit of a more narrower map compared to 2000 atmospheres, so I do think that Nina should have a better time, an easier time defending against drops. So we shouldn't have a repeat of game number one.
Just trying to figure out where Nina is in the standings. I can't do quick math, but somehow she can tie, I guess. For like, oh, maybe not. Not exactly sure. I was just determining whether or not if she's just having fun at this point, or if she's gonna like try harder to get in, you know? Well, I mean, like based on the brackets or the groups I'm seeing, like Pili Astrea are pretty much getting out, easy peasy, and everyone in the bottom half are kind of like still iffy, unsure, you know. The game, I mean, well, it determines how the games play out, but with Nina already down 1-0, I'm not so sure anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty close, to be honest. Everyone !B or !bracket in the chat if you want to have a look at the Liquipedia page and the current standings in the groups. Like especially for Nina, like every map win matters. Not just like series win, just because of how close things could be between her and M Canning, for example, or even Future and Disc. Yeah, like it's dangerous dropping maps like this, let alone series. So Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Again, PureLegacy, I don't know if it's possible for him to make it out of the group.
Oh, I doubt that.
Yeah.
No way. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but he can't stop people from advancing. You know, like there's still things that can happen. Like his series still do matter in some ways. So, yeah. It's kind of scary for Nina.
Yeah. Just like you said, like every map win counts right now, and it's looking dicey.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Just a bit, you know, just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, just a little bit dicey.
Yeah, just a bit, just a bit.
Yikes!
Oh god. Meanwhile, I know we've been focusing a lot on Group A. Over on Group B, it looks like things are evening out a little bit more. I mean, to nobody's surprise, to be honest, Masa and Namshar are having a harder time. They were players who were invited into the closed qualifiers, or I think even to the group stage, based off of their performance last season, and this year, both Masa and Namshar, they have been a little bit more inactive. So I don't really know. Again, going into this, I didn't know what to expect. Now that we see how the groups have panned out, it's like, yeah, you know, they're not as active as some of these other players anymore. So they are struggling a little bit in Group B.
We apologize for the delay. We've been told some minutes have to be paused for some unknown reason. And got lives too, you know.
Yes. Currently there's a bit of an investigation going on, just to make sure everything is all good and you know we can progress into this series without any issues. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for a little bit here, just filling some time. So I was just going over the groups because you know, why not? Rarely get to.
Just in the back counting his money. Throwing across the screen. Just having fun.
He's like, yo, we get paid by hour, okay? We're gonna drag this out. Oh god. Yeah. Meanwhile, a bit of a surprise for me is Epic is doing surprisingly well in Group B, especially because like he switched to Zerg for a while. I know last year, and then now he switched back to Terran, and it's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's understanding how Zerg works, so he's playing better. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. And hey, we're starting. We're going back in.
Let's go. See you clap.
God. It's like
for some reason I thought PureLegacy was a Protoss player, and I saw Terran. I was just like, wait a minute, and then it's like, oh wait.
You panicked for a moment. You're like, oh my god, race.
Race here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. Finally in the game on Oxide LE. Look, I told you that last game PureLegacy was here, right? Like they switched. It's totally different. All right, you know, I'm just saying. We have our blue Protoss player playing for T Sidestore Gaming. It is Nita.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the American Terran player. He is red, currently teamless, and unfortunately experiencing a console bug. It is PureLegacy.
Which one's the pink one?
I'm pretty sure that's the Twitch one, right?
Is it the Twitch one?
Is it the Twitch one?
Wouldn't the Twitch one be like a purplish color then?
Yeah.
But I guess purple like response like it goes concurrently with Zerg, right? So.
Yeah, for those wondering what a console bug is, unfortunately, when a lobby is made, sometimes some of the players experience a bug where their default console is replaced with another one randomly. This happens sometimes when someone else creates the lobby. It gets fixed if the player themselves make the lobby. But yeah, it's just something that happens randomly. We see it pop up a couple of times throughout the week. It's a bit of a shame.
I bet you it's because it's some kind of like spaghetti code in StarCraft's source code.
I'm 99% sure it's related to the logos mod. I'm 99% sure. Or maybe 95, maybe 90. But it seems to only happen in tournaments that use them and not so much others, or like regular custom games.
All right. I mean, listen, we don't know, so what can we do, right? PureLegacy's just got to play with it. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, right? Sure. Meanwhile, yo, we have a game.
We got a game.
All right, so do you still smell Stargate?
I still smell Stargate. You know, I have a feeling it's Stargate. It might not be Stargate. Two Stalkers is telling me not Stargate, but it's Nina. Anything can happen.
It's true. It's very true. Meanwhile, when it comes to PureLegacy, I'm also not too sure what to expect from him right now. It looks like he's opening up relatively safe. I mean, you know, bunkers already being thrown down just to make sure he doesn't have to, or that he can protect his SUV that's building his natural.
It's not a Stargate. That was wrong. I'm sorry.
It's a robot.
I'm the only human. Please forgive me.
Wow. Also, when I see this, I keep thinking of, remember the Shelby clip? Nina versus Shelby?
Which one?
There was one where Nina rocked up and just kept killing the SCV, building the CC, and Shelby just couldn't get it up. Just kept setting boys down. Oh,
every time I think of Shelby, I just imagine him saying PP and he like leaves for like 5 minutes. It's like, sorry, there was a customer. It's like,
God damn it, Shelby. God damn it. I need to link you the new duct tape, mate. The new one. It's good.
Oh, is there a new one? I need to see it. It's not out yet, right?
No, it's not publicly available yet. But yeah.
I need it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
no.
Oh my god.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It could have been worse.
It could have been worse. Like, sure, it was a sentry, but the sentry used the force field already, so like, it's not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, we saw worse in game number 1, right? Where PureLegacy was finding a decent amount of worker damage with his Hellions. This time he dove in and sure, he got a pretty good shot off, but Nina was able to defend this time. But here come more Hellions.
Yeah, seeing those more Hellions at Reaper, I'm kind of worrying. I'm not gonna lie. And a medevac coming through as well. The medevac.
Oh,
it's a bait.
The distraction, a couple of soldiers to go into the main base, but there's nothing there. Meanwhile, here come the Hellions and the Reaper looking to just dive straight into that mineral line.
What does that one stalker do? That one stalker just decides to go on a walk, has to come back. More probes are going down. PureLegacy doing a great amount of damage already. 9-10 probes about will go down. Oh god. Oh, okay. 9 probes. Let's go. Not too bad. We're still in it, but that is still money going down the drain.
Exactly. That's still a decent amount, to be honest, mate. Meanwhile, the medevac goes in again. I don't know if this is necessary, mate. Okay. I mean,
it's distracting her. That's all that. That's all it is, right?
Like, sure. Yo, and also I just checked. He actually did scout the robotic spay as Nina once again is going for the disruptor drop.
I wonder how much better this is gonna do.
That's a good question. The Raven is already out. You know, I'm sure PureLegacy is gonna be ready to just matrix it again.
Okay, we got missile. I thought they were shooting the Raven. I was so scared for a second. We got missile turrets going down for PureLegacy, making sure, you know, Nina can't do anything crazy, but Nina, she's going in with that disruptor drop. See how much damage, if any damage, she can get.
Oh!
There goes the shot. Oh! 5 SCVs and a mule, I believe it was, which is pretty good. And that was a pretty fresh mule, I would say. With the recall, the disruptor does get out. Losing the War Prism, not too bad, honestly. We'll take that trade.
Definitely. Especially because, as you said, it wasn't just the workers, but also the mules as well. Despite having Vikings and Ravens and missile turrets, the first shot did still go off. So, nice damage done there by Nina. She does have to be careful, though, because, again, because the Raven didn't use the disable, like, it's got plenty of energy to later save that disable to use against the Colossus.
With that observer, Nina did spot that army pushing out. So she's trying to prepare herself, see if anything is actually coming her way. But it's like PureLegacy just trying to secure their third base. Try to get that money coming in. But
Oh, this is so smart.
we'll see what he does.
Look at this, man.
That's pretty cute.
That's actually annoying. That's actually, wow.
That is annoying.
It feels bad, man. Especially because remember, to be fair, it was a while ago because of the extended break. But yeah, like PureLegacy, he just kept going for these drops, and Nina, she barely could keep up with them, if at all. And now the drops are coming.
That they are like killing that observer is pretty much like killing off creep against a Zerg player, opening up pathways for the Terran to go in. I like these single Marines being pushed out, trying to scout ahead, see what's going on, but PureLegacy not paying attention, does disable the 2 Colossus though, and Nina having to send them back home to keep them safe. But the drop in the main is gonna do a good amount of damage. Zealots are being warped in, trying to slice things up. The Colossus coming back home.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Burn all the Marines what they can, but the bio's too strong, and one of the Colossus does fall.
Jesus, that's just PureLegacy dominating on both fronts, right? He killed a Disruptor, he killed the Colossus, he was able to disable the Colossus earlier as well. And PureLegacy, I'm surprised he doesn't try to press his advantage and like consolidate his forces and keep pushing. I think maybe, honestly, he probably could. Like, Nina barely has any units out right now.
Yeah, she lost pretty much all her sentries in that, again, on that third push as well. Sentry count went down, had to burn the force fields that were pretty much unnecessary, and look here, consolidating his forces, trying to go for the third once again. That Raven still got a bit of energy, so Interference Matrix is a possibility. Vikings are here as well to try to help shoot down the Colossus. We'll see how this fight works. It is open area. The Zealots, they charge in, but Nina has to pull them back, and the charge is on cooldown. Force fields are pretty good, keeping the army from pressing forward. And we're a bit of a stalemate here. No one wants to go forward. No one wants to back away quite yet.
Honestly, those force fields are amazing. Without them, I think PureLegacy Nina just would have lost then and there. Especially with the anti-armor just covering the entirety of the Protoss army, things are looking very dire there for Nina. Meanwhile, oh, almost catches the drop.
That was scary.
Oh, Jesus.
My butthole clenched.
Thankfully, Nina does have an observer here in position to try and scout for that. She was able to rebuild the pylon as well towards the left-hand side of the map as well. But PureLegacy, he's just pushing through the center of the map. Thankfully, he doesn't have another Raven. Nina does have 3 Colossus.
Nina popping the Guardian Shield, trying to get the fight going. The force field's going down, splitting the army pretty decently, but the concave for PureLegacy is pretty decent. However, the Colossus in the back, they're barely getting touched. One does go down, a second one does go down, and PureLegacy looks like pushing his momentum. The Marauders, they're so good. Too bad they suck against Zealots, and the Zealots clean up everything else.
Yeah, but I feel like, overall, PureLegacy, he traded well there. Just resetting that Colossus count, almost breaking through the defenses of Nina. And behind this, again, PureLegacy, his macro just doesn't stop. We have the 4th base on the way, 2-2 on the way. Ghost Academy is done. We're going to have some Ghosts and EMPs. PureLegacy, he just doesn't stop.
PureLegacy just has to land his Vikings, and I think he wins.
Yeah, to be honest.
I don't know. Vikings best unit against Protoss.
They're pretty good, surprisingly good. What I will say is Nina, obviously she has a lot of potential with her army with the mass amount of disruptors that she has, but she hasn't had the best control with them. Like, even in the last game, we saw a lot of them go down before they were able to even get their shots off.
Ooh, big drop coming in from PureLegacy. We'll see if this Doom drop is gonna do a lot of damage. Nina does have observers out on the map, hoping to spot these. Catches the medevacs, and she's trying to move over. Does have to recall because her forces wouldn't make it there. What the heck is that? All right, but the Stalkers, they make it into the main. There's still a lot of Marauders here. Marauders are pretty good. Shield Battery Overcharge was used, but gets picked off right away. One of the medevacs do go down. Can't get the second one.
Yeah, oh my god. I mean, at least Nina was able to defend. Meanwhile, at the same time, we do have this main army head towards the third base. Thankfully, the disruptors are still here. Can they get their shots off? Oh god!
Good EMPs, all the disruptors, they don't land, and PureLegacy just picks up and leaves.
Hey, that was a panic move there by Nina. I don't think any of her disruptor shots landed, but thankfully the majority of them were able to survive. Meanwhile, she's able to pick off a couple of the units as they do back off, and Nina survives.
That was a disgusting EMP. I'm not gonna lie. Got every unit, but just the panic disruptor shots, right? Like, can't do anything about that, so you gotta pick up and go. That was close though.
Definitely. And again, PureLegacy, he was able to keep the majority of his army alive, right? He was able to pick up and leave. Sure, he lost a couple of Vikings, but it's not the biggest of deals, and now he's moving out across the map. Nina sees everything, by the way. She has her observers nicely placed. Does she have enough to deal with it, though?
Picking off free liberators is pretty good. The EMPs, we'll see how money they are. There's a good amount of goes. Ooh, gets like half the army right off the bat. The Zealots, they're trying to charge in. Disruptor shot does land with one Marine. She's still got a couple more disruptors to be able to use, and landed Vikings light. They're OP. Look at them go.
Yeah, they're pretty good, but all the Liberators do get picked off. Now it's just pure bio against these Stalkers. Decent disruptor shots, and it looks like Nina should have enough to push this away.
Ooh. Oh, I was really hoping that Marauder was going to survive.
Oh god, it was picked off in the end. What's scary though is that, again, we were talking about this last time, PureLegacy, his economy has been left alone. Like, he's on 4 bases, he's expanding, he's taking his 5th, and Nina just hasn't been able to do anything to stop it.
That she hasn't done any kind of aggression or some kind of pressure across the map. She's been defending mostly and trying to stay on her half of the map, whereas PureLegacy's just out in the middle of the map, just chilling. He feels that his bases are safe and he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, what I will say is that, I mean, a lot of this is thanks to PureLegacy, right, and how aggressive he's been, right? Just continuing to apply pressure, send all these drops, keep pushing towards her 5th base or 4th base or even main, and Nina's just been so busy trying to deal with them.
Good pick off on the medevac. These Stalkers, they're trying to fight the bio, which is weird, and they were losing? Question mark.
They were.
Oh, good pick off.
Yeah. Jove goes down. Meanwhile, the main army, once again, Nina sees everything with this observer, does reposition her own army, has plenty of disruptors here, has a Colossus. I'm kind of worried though. I feel like Nina should be refining her army a little bit more, but yo, here we go. Ooh.
Here we go indeed. PureLegacy had the best timing. He got 3-3 right as he is hitting this fight, but I didn't see any splits there, and he just took free disruptor shots to the face.
Mate, PureLegacy needs to watch those cars VODs, mate. That's what he needs. Mate.
Get yourself back in bailing marine split trading, you know?
Yeah, like Kaz is like the opposite terror, where he impressed us so much with his splits against the disruptors. Here, PureLegacy wasn't splitting at all. The disruptor shots were pure money there for Nina, and she finally takes a very favorable fight there, and now she can continue to expand, slowly gather that disruptor count. I'm a little bit concerned though, because again, like, there's very little buffer, and yo, PureLegacy is back again.
PureLegacy's economy is just insane. Just able to keep reinforcing his units wherever he needs to. Oh, the splits were all right. Try to pull back, but shots were still connecting to the bio, and good pickup there, forcing Nina to run through the liberation zones, or freedom zones, as some people would call them, and just taking free damage.
Yeah, I mean, PureLegacy is American, so it will make a lot of sense there as he's bringing all the freedom. What I will say is that PureLegacy, he hasn't had the best splits against the disruptors, but like, he just has non-stop bio just coming out across the map. Focuses down one of the disruptors, almost gets a second.
Oh man, these Stalkers, they're just going down to these liberators so easy, and it's making it difficult for the disruptors to push forward. That liberation range, and pretty good.
Oh, it's very good, mate. We got the fourth base, almost got focused down. Finally, Nina is able to force PureLegacy back. But again, like his reinforcements, his rally, it's just not like the production is insane here. Another EMP lands.
Good EMPs right there. Disruptor lands. Shots were pretty good, but I don't think she can clean it up. The bio just keeps pouring down into Nina's face, and this is just an uphill battle for Nina. I don't think she's gonna come back from this.
Nah, it's too late. Losing all her disruptors was huge there. What, like 5 went down in a matter of seconds, and now the base falls. GG gets called, and PureLegacy wins his first series of DreamHack North America.